Z955, I think it's hit music, 8:31 in the morning buzz. I have a special guest here, Mr. Chris Washburn of Washburn Entertainment. Pew, pew, pew.
Morning, Tori. Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here. We love Z955.
It's super fun, man. So you, tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, you were an IC grad, and you just, like, stuck around?
IC alum, that's right, class of 2008. Lived here in Ithaca since, and became a DJ, doing a lot of events around here in Ithaca and a lot of different venues.
Yeah, because, like, I know that you were, like, you were at Mooney's for a while, and I was never a Mooney's girl. Like, you and I I might be one of the few people that you didn't meet at Mooney's. Like, I feel like we met, I think, actually through K-House.
Yes,
we did Harry Potter karaoke together a couple years ago.
That was the beginning of our wonderful relationship together, and plenty more adventures to come, I hope. Right, Tori Vee?
Yes, obviously. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Megan, you have nothing to worry about. Megan's his fiance. Working relationship, Megan, I swear. So I would consider you to be kind of like IC's DJ, which is pretty cool. I mean, you do stuff for Cornell, but I feel like as an Ithaca College alum myself, we can, like, claim you. You know what I mean?
Yes,
we
both
have
of us
claimed you.
Being Bombers alums together, and absolutely, my ties to Ithaca is something I love, very passionate about. I love working with the Ithaca community and the students, and being able to do their athletic events and different events around the community, which is great.
Yeah, what's one of your favorite local spots, like community wise? Like, you probably do, because I'm an artist too, and I love doing free events. Like, what's like your favorite free event that you do?
Do a lot of events for different communities, organizations that are fundraisers for different causes, things in the Ithaca Commons, anything that's community oriented, where we can get a lot of Ithaca people, Ithacans around, and just have a good time. It's one great thing about this town, city, that people just care a lot.
Yeah,
a lot of passion for it. Yeah, so anytime we can put smiles on people's faces, make them dance, it's always a good thing.
You did the silent disco this year for Ithaca Fest, right? How was that?
I did. That was a lot of fun. That's one of those events that it has such a good mix of local artists, DJs together, and people just come out, no worries, no care, and they are just free to dance around on the commons. And events like that are very special because people are great. Yeah,
so then you kind of have a lot of ties to being, I guess, you're kind of a local artist, I would say. I mean, people think that, air quotes, DJs aren't artists, but, like, what you do is definitely not, you're not just, like, pushing buttons. You're, like, mixing and coordinating playlists. I mean, it's more than just pushing buttons, I would say.
It's definitely an art form, and we're performers, too. We may not be as talented as, say, a musician or a singer playing instruments, but we're playing instruments, we're creating a vibe in a different sort of way. And it's a lot more than just pushing buttons, because if you are not, it's an artwork. It's like an artist that paints a picture. Mm-hmm. It's different techniques.
So one of your favorite local bands you said is the Gun Poets. What's your favorite song?
Absolutely. Gun Poets, love them. Big shout out to Elliot, Appia, Dan, and the rest of the crew. My favorite song from them is Make You Happy.
All right, well, let's hear it. Z955, I think it's hit music with Chris Washburn. He'll be back up next. Here's Gun Poets for you. Make You Happy.
Yeah, nice.
In the morning we say our quick goodbyes, give a little kiss, crack a little smile, then it's on back to the grind, working long, passing the time, yo, it's hard, mastering life.
Go Washburn, go Washburn.
What?
Yeah, little do you know that these few couple songs have been curated by DJ Washburn himself. We sat through and we picked some. So lots of throwbacks, lots of fun ones. His favorite One Direction song is actually Still My Girl, which...
that's my jam.
You're such a romantic, which is, I mean, it makes sense why you love doing weddings so much.
Well, it comes down to, I think, my love of just wanting to be in a boy band. I never got that opportunity, so... trying to live out that dream, I guess.
Hey, you're doing great, my friend. You're doing great. I've seen your dance moves. They're like, okay,
Just okay? Ouch.
All right, fine. They're decent.
Cue up the wobble. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. So you do a lot of weddings around town, and some of the wedding trends that we've noticed even together when we work together at weddings is simplification. So people aren't doing grandiose ceremonies. They're not really doing big traditional things, or at least those aren't the weddings that you're working. I'm noticing a lot of simple table arrangements, simple bridal parties, simple dresses even. It's not quite as as big as what it used to be, I think, even 10 to 15 years ago.
Sure, there's a lot of new trends in the wedding industry, and I think right now 90% of people getting married this year are millennials, and with a lot of millennial trends in any industry, a lot of change coming with weddings that, like you said, the simplification, where a lot of these mid 25 or 20, 30-year-olds that they're not doing what their parents did. They want things less. They're not doing so many traditional things where it's structured for 3 hours and we have garter, bouquet, this and that. A lot of them just want to be, okay, do this, we'll get the formalities out of the way, and let's just party the rest of the night. So absolutely.
Which is all a wedding should be, because you should party away the fact that you're not going to be single anymore. That's it. It's done.
Yeah, sure.
Commitment.
Yeah, it just depends on the people and what they want to do. But definitely, it's kind of like what they like in their houses. They like open floor plans and less clutter. Same thing with their weddings and different events, parties. It's just simple. Boom, let's get there, let's have fun, kind of like what they did in college. So definitely some trends going on in the millennial world in weddings.
Of course, and less clutter as in like, don't invite all of your drunk aunts. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a little bit less clutter. Makes for a great snap story though, let's be real.
Absolutely.
One of your favorite albums you told me is from Puff Daddy, which I think you might be one of 5 people who thinks Puff Daddy had a good album.
Back when he was actually Puff Daddy.
Yeah, right? P. Diddy, Sean Combs, who even knows who he is anymore? So this next one is, why don't you talk about this next one?
Yeah, back in the 90s, man, when I was growing up as a teenager and that Puff Daddy and the Family, No Way Out came out, one of my favorite albums, knew every song front to back. And this jam.
What are we listening to right now?
I'll Be Missing You, Puff Daddy and the Bad Boy Family. Let's go.
You guys missed it, but Chris was doing the entire song, even the Faith Evans parts.
All of it. Boom.
Bada bing. So you do love your throwbacks, right?
We do, and who doesn't love a good throwback? And
I don't know. You got to remember the good old days.
Yeah,
the
speaking of throwbacks, if you like that, you can catch me tomorrow night at Silky Jones, 10 o'clock. It's a special throwback night.
Isn't that Icy Night too?
It is Icy Thursdays.
Yes.
Yep, with me, DJ Washburn. Lots of 90s, 2000s bangers, all the throwbacks you could possibly love and imagine. Come check it out.
There you go. Hashtag shameless self-plug. I'm not even mad about it. I told you to do it also. You're a bit of a romantic, so before we go, I want you to tell me about the story of you proposing, because it's a pretty epic story.
Well, thanks, Tori. And we were talking about how does the wedding DJ propose and plan his wedding?
How does the wedding DJ become the dude that's getting married? It's like a weird wedding singer version, but the DJ, right?
Well, it's crazy. But I guess we're romantics and lovers too. And for those of you that don't know, Tori Vee, she's an up-and-coming wedding DJ MC talent, and she's incredible. Going to be awesome. She's actually going to do my wedding, so we're excited for that.
It's going to be so fun. I'm going to roast you the whole time, probably.
Oh, can't wait. Yes, but the proposal, Megan, my lovely fiance, hopefully she's listening now. Love you, sweetie. I proposed to her, surprised her in Las Vegas, outside of the Bellagio Casino, the water fountain show at night, and caught her by surprise. Thankfully, she said yes. It was awesome. We had...
That'd be really awkward.
Talk about... losing in Vegas, that would be the ultimate loss, I think.
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh, in front of the Bellagio.
Yeah. But it was awesome. We had friends, her cousin there to document the whole thing, so we have it on video, and definitely an incredible moment. For those of you guys out there thinking about proposing, come up with a nice surprise, something creative. I guarantee she'll love it. Hopefully, and just be prepared that the anxiety, the nerves, they really kick in, and people that you don't think about it, and until it actually happens, and then boom, it hits you, and it's like, oh shoot, this is real, isn't it?
This is like forever.
But it's a good feeling. It's unique, and anyone that has proposed, they can probably attest. So
you already know.
Yeah.
Just that whole taking a knee thing in 2018 is already a big deal. But when you take a knee for a wedding, other deal for sure.
For sure.
Well, thanks for being here, Chris. Maybe we can start a Washburn Wednesday. That would be kind of fun.
Woo!
Hump day.
I like that, Tori. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah. You gonna tell us about this last song? You're gonna dedicate it? Yeah.
Yeah, Megan, going out to you. Let's hear it. Some Ariana.
No Tears Left to Cry.